Hello everyone, my name is Martin Aram. I'm the co-founder of Mooney Moo. And today I'm here with Keith Chapman, who's also co-founder and the creator of Mooney Moo. So we're going to have a little chat and you can find out a little bit more about Keith. Keith, thanks very much for being here today. So, you know, obviously you've had some amazing brands over the years, you've had a massive career. So where did it all begin?
Well, it began, my lucky break was with Bob the Builder, I suppose. It was my first show. I used to work with Jim Henson, the Muppets, and I met a guy there. I was very lucky. I met a guy there called Peter Orton, who was a TV sales guru for the Muppets globally. And he set up a company called Hit Entertainment when he left the Muppets. And I took my ideas to him, the first ideas I ever had for TV, and he picked up Bob the Builder, thank God, which then became this amazing global success. And Bob's had 3 #1 singles, believe it or not. So yeah, it was incredible success. It showed in every country in the world, and billions of dollars of sales generated. Loved by kids all over the world, and it's now 23 years old and still showing on TV.
Wow, that's great. So since obviously Bob the Builder, you've had many other successes, but obviously there's one that pretty much everyone in the world knows what you're for, and that's PAW Patrol.
PAW Patrol, yeah. I mean, that's the biggest of all. That was amazing. That was back in about 2010, 2011. I was asked to pitch by Spin Master Toys in Canada. They gave me a brief, creative brief, which they sent out to several creatives around the world. And I was asked to create a concept which had action vehicles in, you know, sort of emergency vehicles for kids, and fire engines, police cars. And I came up with this concept using pups and using their kennels, which transformed into these incredible rescue vehicles. And thank God they chose my idea, and it became a massive success. It started in 2013 in America and came to the UK and the rest of the world from 2014, and now is everywhere. And I think they've just signed off series 11 and 12. They're on their second movie, which comes out next year, 2023. So they want to keep it going like an evergreen brand.
I mean, one of the very interesting things about PAW Patrol is really it's not just a children's cartoon series. It's a massive global brand. I mean, it's everywhere. Almost every shop you go in, you'll see something PAW Patrol. Obviously, that has a huge financial gain, more so than the actual series itself. You probably the brand makes more money outside of the television.
Yeah, they become brands. They go beyond TV shows into these incredible, very, very valuable brands. The IP owners, in this case, Spin Master Toys, who are a very successful, huge toy company in their own right, based in Toronto, Canada, and they built PAW Patrol. They took what was a good idea and they turned it into a great idea. You know, so all the credit is going to Spin Master, and they turned it into the most colossal brand, which sold billions of dollars. And as I say, you know, it's in every country, and most kids around the world would know that show.
Yeah, and obviously their parents as well.
And the parents as well, yeah. Well, the parents, probably. Yeah, would never forgive me for the amount of money that they spend on their kids on PAW Patrol. I get that all the time, but it's I think they love it really.
So collectively then, I mean, what are the sort of numbers then that your creations are bringing in on a sort of a yearly basis? And then the overall sort of value of sort of the Keith Chapman creations?
Well, I mean, you know, PAW Patrol is classed as a breakout hit, and they're very rare. I have to make that clear. It doesn't happen very often. It's sort of a once-in-a-decade type brand. But you know, they're doing well over $1 billion globally retail. The exact numbers I don't know, but it would be around about $1.5 billion globally. So yeah, altogether, the creations have done about $18 billion to date, which is incredible when you think that all of Spielberg's movies, for instance, put together at box office have done about 10 and a half, 11 billion, according to Google. So you can see how big the kids industry can become.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Moonie Moo. So Moonie Moo, obviously, she's the superstar cow.
Yeah.
She's going to be, similar creation, like many of your others. But this is obviously open to a community. You're moving into the Web3 space. You're moving with the times.
Yes. So I didn't really know anything about the NFT world until you've been teaching me. But I'm fascinated by it. I mean, I love creative opportunities, and I like the thought of trying to turn an NFT character into a global brand. That's what I'm more interested in building something into a big brand. And the idea with Moonie Moo was that she starts off as a supermodel, where she made her name with the Hello Bulls advertising campaign, and then she got picked up. She became a musician. She's going to have her own singles. She'll have her own fashion brand. We'll build dairy products that come from it. She's got watches, she's got handbags, she's got shoes. She's got homes all over the world because she lives the superstar lifestyle. She's married to a very successful bull, Aberdeen Angus, who's a racing driver, successful in his own right. And they've got a little child. They've got staff. We've got Moonie Moo's friends. Lady Baba is a sheep. Pig Casso is an artist. This pig artist. So we can do lots of things with Moonie Moo, and we want to turn her into a TV show. We want to have singles, we want to have products. We want her to be able to walk down a catwalk wearing Armani clothes at a fashion show, and turn her into an actual real superstar character. That's the idea.
So sort of, in a way, a bit of a similar approach to sort of PAW Patrol and Bob the Builder, except obviously the demographic is slightly older.
Yeah, this is older. Yeah, so it's my background has been initially with preschool age group, but I'm now starting to create IPs and concepts for older kids and now into the more adult sort of grown-up world. I've got lots of things, bubbling, and Moonie Moo actually represents my first attempt at that. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting trying to build, a character with a bit of edge. So our TV show for Moonie Moo would be more along the lines of sort of The Simpsons or Family Guy or American Dad, that sort of humour, which I think will appeal more to the audience, the NFT holders that are buying into this, rather than the young preschool audience. Yeah, so this is an older thing.
I mean, one thing about the Web3 is it's all about community, and NFT projects are about their community. Obviously what we're trying to do on this project is include them, and so we're going to allow them to have voting rights on certain decisions. You design a character and then you will ask the community for their opinion. That's something you've never really done before.
No, I usually I do it all on my own, and then sell the idea to a production company who then bring all their talent to it, with all their own designers and writers and producers and directors, and that's how the idea. I'm the spark in a way that gets the ball rolling. But with Moonie Moo, I think it's a similar thing, but we're hoping to engage the NFT holders who are going to suggest characters perhaps that we can include within the TV show, maybe, or the friends of Moonie Moo that can become, her friends in the next round. So yeah, I mean, it'd be quite exciting to see what sort of collaboration we could have with the community, the Moonie Moo community.
Perfect. And so, obviously after the NFT has got on sale, what's then how does the process work? What's the first thing that happens once you've got your initial character? What's needed to get the ball rolling and get into the world of getting it onto television?
Well, I think what we need is we need some success. Obviously, we need to sell some of these to generate a fund that gives us, a working capital to invest in the development of Moonie Moo as a TV show. So we need, it's expensive. Animation is expensive. We've got to create a Bible. We've got to create the other characters. We've got to get a writer on board. We've got to have a couple of scripts written, and we'll need to create an animation trailer with a studio. Find the right studio, and we have all these art materials that we need to then go in and pitch to the broadcasters, which is going to take some time, but that's the aim, that's the ambition.
And one thing you mentioned there is a Bible. Obviously that's industry speak, or some people may think of it as a religious book.
No.
Can you just explain what?
No,
what
it's
the Bible is?
it's basically the story, the concept, the characters, the storylines, the world, the interactions between the characters, and images and designs, and we call that a Bible, industry Bible, and we take that in to pitch with to the broadcasters, and something we can send on to the broadcasters that they can look at and consider as a possible show that they might want to take up.
Thank you very much, Keith. Pleasure. And
Cheers,
of course,
mate.
We're delighted to be on this journey.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great. It's going to be great fun. Yeah.
For you out there watching, if you have any questions that you have for Keith or about Mooney Moo, please go onto our Discord and drop your question into the Ask Me Anything channel, and we will do another one of these interviews recorded. And closer to the mint date, we'll do one live, so you can all get involved and ask the questions you want.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks
Cheers.
very much.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Everybody, thank you.